My check, my check. Hi guys. Yeah, so sorry I've been preparing the things. Yeah, so yeah, do not want to waste the time. We just straight away start here. So I hope you guys are okay. There's too many information in the chat room over there. Is there any things you want to tell me? Maybe Elvin, you can just summarize any important thing into uh the group the chat room over there, because yeah, just too many chat over there. I'm not going to go through. Yeah, nothing. Then it will be good. So yeah, let's begin the paper. Yeah, thanks for helping, Alvin. Right. So okay, we'll discuss the paper 2 first. If we can end quite fast, maybe we can go to the Majun the paper 1. All right. So I will just start this. Okay, this is the paper 2 for February and March and 2020. Right, so okay, so all this formula as usual. So the first question is very easy. It's just the quadratic inequality. So how are you going to solve the quadratic inequality? Is basically you group everything together into ax squared plus bx plus c, isn't it? So yeah, this one is 12x squared minus 20x plus 5 less than 2x squared. This one I multiply, I get negative 1x plus 1x. So negative 2x plus 1x is negative x minus 1. So yeah, group together 14x squared minus 19x plus 6 less than 0. Make the number small, or cannot make the number smaller because it's a 19. Alright, then we try to factorize here. I try 7x and 2x, see does it work to get 19. I need to have 3, 2. 3 is 21. 21 are nope, it doesn't work. 3 is 21. Yeah, if 2 is 14, 3 is 6. No, it doesn't work. Also, 6 and 1. If this one will be 6, it will be 12. 1, yeah, it's work this way. Yeah, this is negative 12x, right? This one will be negative 7x, right? Add together is negative 19x. Right, so after we solve this thing already, then we will just evaluate what value we will get from here. We will get 6 over 7 and 1 over 2. So we have 6 over 7 and 1 over 2. If you're not sure which fraction is bigger, you can always change them into the fraction to see. This is 0.85, 1 over 2 is 0.5. So yeah, this is how I arrange them. Less than, that means the value will at the middle. So that means I know my x value should be between 6 over 7 and 1 over 2. Of course, if you do not know how to factorize it, you can always use the calculator to do that. Isn't it 12x squared minus 2x minus, is it minus 2x? I see minus 20x. Alright, is my answer correct? If my answer wrong, just let me know. Yeah, sometimes I do make carry mistake. Alright, then I'll move on to the next one. So the variable x and y such that log y again x cubed. So we have a graph for log y again x cubed. So a straight line graph passing through at these 2 points. So I have graph passing through these 2 points, which is 6, 7 and 10, 9. Alright, so find the y as a function of x. So what we want to do right now is, yeah, we just need to make it into the y equals to mx plus c. My y is very obvious, it's a log y, isn't it? Log 10y, alright? And my m, I can easily get my gradient, which is 9 minus 7 over 10 minus 6. My x will be x cubed, c I will find later. So log y equals to, this is 2 over negative 4, which is negative 1 over 2, x cubed plus c. So in order to find c here, I just need to plug in any coordinate I like. Maybe I choose this one, number is smaller. 7 equals to negative half. What? The number is very big. Am I doing anything wrong? I hope I'm not doing anything wrong here. Okay, q plus c. Yeah, the c will be quite big here. Okay, so we will get yeah, we will get some weird answer here, I guess. So what we want to do now is, yeah, we will type in the calculator, which is 6 power of 3. Alright, then we will multiply negative 1 over 2. Right, then yeah, and then plus 7, so it'll be 115 for my C. It looks a bit weird, but I hope it's correct. I don't know. Later I can check the answer if I want. Plus 115 here. But the question asked me to make y as a function here. Is 1 over 2, no? It's 2 over negative 4, right? Yeah, the bottom is negative 4, isn't it? It's 1 over 2. Yeah, it's positive. Yep. Thanks for that. Then I will guess. Yeah, I will guess a different answer. So this is 108, so it'll be, yeah, 7 minus 108. So it'll be 101, negative 101. Yeah, it's a positive. I don't know what happened to my brain. So it'll be minus 101. So y is basically 10 power of half x cubed minus 101. Is this a correct answer? Yeah, I hope this one is a correct answer, or else I might get something wrong at somewhere. Six, 7. Yeah, it's positive. I know it's a positive. It's plus 4. 2 over 4. Is it 2 over 4? Oh my god. How can I cube it? The whole thing x cubed is just 6. Oh my god. Yeah, I know I'm stupid. Yeah. How can I cube it? I always tell my student don't cube it, but I cube it myself. Oh my god. Alright, so yeah, so this one is log y equals to half x cubed plus 4. So y equals to 10 power of half x cubed plus 4. Because when you sub the coordinate into here, the 6 itself is the x cubed. And the 7 itself is a log y. So I need to sub the 6 into the whole x cubed. It's not sub like 6 power of 3 like what I did just now. Alright, so yeah, make sure you don't make this kind of mistake. Yeah. Oh my god. I just can't believe I do that mistake. Alright, so yep. Is there any more question? No, right? Alright, let's have a look. Number 3. They will ask about exact solution. So the exact solution, I always will let 3 power of x equals to something. Okay, it will equals to k maybe, or m, any letter I want. So, but before that, I will just rearrange for you so that you will not get too much confused. So plus 1 means multiply 3 power 1 minus 4 equals to 0. If you see carefully, this one is a quadratic equation. So with 3k minus 4 equals to 0, then you can just factorize it. So this one is k, this one is 4, 1, minus and plus. So k equals to 4 or k equals to negative 1. But I'm not finding k, right? I need to sub in. So 3 power of x equals to 4. So x equals to log 3, 4. Alright, they asked about exact value. I believe I can live in the log 3, 4 like this. Another one are 3 power, oops, what's wrong here? Draw some pen here. So another one, 3 power of x equals to negative 1. This one will be just rejected because yeah, there's no way you get negative 1. Even you move to the other side, you will get log 3 negative 1. You will still get math error here. So yeah, so the second one will just rejected it. Go up to the question 1. What's wrong with the question 1 here? 12x squared minus 20x plus 5. Is it 2x squared minus 2x minus 1x minus x minus 1? 14x squared plus 1. Yeah. Is there any problem for question number 1 for Alvin? Oh yeah. It's -2, right? Okay. Yeah, because normally when I do wrong, I cannot factorize. Yeah, this one is just like, how can I do wrong? I can still factorize one. Okay, so 19. So I want to get 3, 2. 3, 2 minus for both. So this one will be x equals to 2 over 5 and x equals to, but of course it's not equal, I know. 3 over 2, then we will have 3 over 2 and 2 over 5. So the x should be between 2 over 5 and 3 over 2 because we want to find a value between here. Yeah, it's minus. Oh my god. Okay, so yeah, thanks for this, Alvin. Yeah, and thanks for a lot of you mentioned about 10x squared. Because just now I saw 10x squared, but I do not know what's going on here. But now I finally know it. Alright, so let's move on to the question number 4 here. So the position vector of 3 points A, B, and C, such that you have these 3 vectors. So I said position vector is origin is O. The first one we call OA is -5, -7. The second one is OB is 10, -4. The last one is OC is X and Y. And the question tell me AC equals to 4BC. So I just plug in AC. AC is AO plus OC, isn't it? 4BC, BC is BO plus OC, isn't it? So what I want to do is I will just plug in whatever I have. If I have OA, AO is just add a negative for both. OC is just XY. So BO need to add a negative for both. So I have like this. OC is still XY. So right now I basically just need to solve the simultaneous equation, which is 5 plus x equals to 4 multiplied x minus 10. So I will just solve this one first. So 5 plus x equals to 4x minus 40. So I have 3x equals to 45. I hope I don't make any more carrot mistake. Alright, the second one is 7 plus y equals to 4. 4 plus y here. So, yep. So 7 plus y equals to 16 plus 4y. So 3y will equals to -9. Y equals to -3. Am I got correct? I hope I will get correct here. Alright, this is how you solve this kind of question. So whenever you heard about, you see about position vector, you should know, you should always start with O to A to B to C, because if not, you just write vector A equals to -5, 7, then you have the vector B, then you have some difficulty to find AB. You might think, oh, AB is just A multiply B or A plus B. Yeah, so it's so important to add an O for it. Okay. Will paper 1 easier than paper 2? No, for me, paper 1 and paper 2 are the same. So yeah, there's not much difference. Alright, so I have problem with that. Okay. Okay, so let's move on to the next one. So this one asks us to sketch the modulus graph. So the modulus graph, this one is a linear. So if you're linear, it will give me the V. So for the V like this, I just want to know where is my vertex point here. So my vertex point will be just make y equal to 0, right? So it should be 7 over 5. Okay, 7 over 5. Yeah, it's just 7 over 5. So yeah, it's quite easy. So I just sketch like this. This is my V. I touch as 7 over 5. I just want to get my y-intercept. I make x equals to 0. I make x 0 here. I get 7. Okay, so showing the coordinate yeah, done. Okay, it's quite straightforward. Nothing special here. You just need to understand whenever you have modulus linear graph, you'll always get the V shape, find the x-intercept and find the y-intercept. Alright, the second part, they ask us to solve it. I believe we do not need to use back the graph, isn't it? Yeah, We just need to solve manually. So we'll move the 5 and -1 to the other side, okay? So modulus 5x minus 1 equals to 15 over 5. Alright, so which is 3. So 5x minus 7, which is positive -3. So yeah, modulus, when you open it up or expand it, you will get positive negative at the other side, okay? So you have two choices right now, which is 5x minus 7 equals to 3 and 5x minus 7 equals to -3. So this one is 5x equals to 10, x equals to 2. This one is 5x equals to 4, x equals to 4 over 5. Alright, so yeah, just like this. Over here, you just need to know a is modulus a equals to b, a will equals to positive negative ab. Okay, just remember this. It's going to help you to solve whatever equation with the modulus here. So I see you all discuss some differentiation questions, so I will just move on to the next one, number 6 here. So a circle has a radius of 6 centimeters. So a sector of this circle has the perimeter of this one. So a sector of this circle, yeah, so we have some perimeter here. So find the area of this sector. Okay, so I have a random sector. I do not know the theta, but I know the radius will be 6. And then I know this is a perimeter. So what is the perimeter? Perimeter means 6 plus 6, and then we plus the r theta, right? Which is 6 theta. So what we want to do here is 6 plus 6 plus 6 theta. So it will be 12 plus 6 theta. This is my perimeter, right? It will equals to 12 plus 10 pi. 12 and 12 I cancel out, so 6 theta equals to 10 pi. So theta will equals to 5 over 3 pi. Alright, so then what we want to find next is we kind of need to find what is our area. So area is half r squared theta. So yeah, just use the calculator. 36 divided by 2 multiply 5 over 3. Oops. 5 over 3. Yeah, that just depends you want to live in the pi or not. If you want to live in the pi, you just write 30 pi. Or else you just multiply the pi and live into the decimal. Oops, what am I doing? So I multiply the pi, shift this button. So you will leave your decimal 94.2. Yeah, if it's a centimeter, just write a centimeter square here. Okay, so yeah, I see a lot of discussion here, but seems nothing about this question. I will just move on to the next one. Yeah, if you find any mistake I make, just let me know. Or else I will just move on quite fast. Yeah, so that I can go into the next questions. Alright, so okay, this one is they give you a sector and then they ask you to find the perimeter of the shaded region. So you need to find the perimeter of the shaded region. Arc length of AB is r theta. And then the length of AB is either SOHCAHTOA or use the cosine rule. Both will be okay. I just lazy to do SOHCAHTOA, so I just use the cosine rule. So it's basically the perimeter is the arc AB plus AB. Okay, so arc AB is just r theta. R is 7, theta is pi over 4. And then in order to find the length of AB, I will use the cosine rule, which is 7 squared plus 7 squared minus 277 cos pi over 4. Make sure your calculator in radian. Then yeah, then I can straight away do this one. Does the question says want some exact form? Okay, never mind. 7 pi over 4 plus should I put a bracket? Yeah, put a bracket is easier. I think no bracket should be fine here, but it's fine. 2 times 7 times 7 times cos pi over 4. Close the bracket. So yeah, I will get 34.2. Yeah, centimeter. This one should be my parameter here. Is it? Am I got correct? It's a bit too big, isn't it, the value? No, the answer say is find the parameter of the shaded region line. So it's r theta, and then this one is opposite length. 7 square plus 7 square minus, am I do minus 7 square plus 7 square minus 277 cos theta. No problem for my cosine rule. How come I couldn't get the correct answer? Let me just cancel this out. Oh my god, this is way too long here. B squared plus C squared minus 2BC cos A. What's wrong about this one? Nothing wrong, right? It's 2 times 7 squared plus 7 squared. But how can I get 28 one? Is it because of 2 brackets? No. B squared plus C squared minus 2BC cos A. I couldn't find, is there anything I do wrong here? This is r theta, there's no problem. This is a triangle, isn't it? We have 7, we have pi over 4. Definitely we can find the opposite length by use, but this number itself, it doesn't make sense. So I'm wondering which part I do wrong here. Calculator is radian what? Two BC cos A. 49 plus 49 minus 2 times 7 times 7 times cos. Oh, still have the square root. Still have the square root. Yeah, I've been using this formula for the whole life. So, I don't know what's wrong with me today. I just couldn't do correctly. Keep on make mistake. Yeah, where is the square root for the formula? Yeah, so yep, this one will be n plus 7 pi over 4. So yeah, this is correct one. 10.9. Square root. Because the formula is a squared equals to b squared plus c squared minus 2bc cos a. And yeah, because I want to find a only, I'm not finding a squared. So therefore, I kind of need to add the square root for the other side. Yeah, I just make too much mistake for these papers. Okay, yeah. Thanks for that. So let's move on. Okay, so they ask us to find intersection point. So in Add Math, intersection point is basically sub one equation into another equation. See, the question already leave me in a nice form, which I just need to sub into the y here, which is x squared minus 2x plus 1, and then minus 1. Alright, so yeah, I hope I don't make mistake again for the algebra. I just cannot accept I make too much mistake. Simplify these two and minus 10x plus 4 and make the number become smaller by divided 2 here, and then trying to factorize this one. So I have 2x and x is 2 and 1 minus for both. So x is equals to 1 over 2 and x equals to 2. Alright, this is how we actually solve this kind of simultaneous. So yeah, it's quite easy. So nothing much I can teach here for simultaneous. Alright, this one, explain why f is a function. Yeah, because it has the relation many to one. Okay, so we know function is either many to one and one to one. So therefore, the cos graph is many to one. So this is the function. But of course, you can use any other words to explain about this. As long as you can show it's a function, then it should be good. Yeah, so according to the marking scheme, they actually say something like each value of x is mapped to the unit value of y. That's mean, yeah, you kind of need to find, yeah, this x value going to map into one y value only. So this x value going to map into one y value only. So yeah, you can just use your own word to explain it. Alright, write down the range of f. So for this one, does the question give us any? Okay, so since the question already give me the domain, so I want to find the range is quite easy, right? So my range is from 1 to -5. So my f is between -5 to 1. Okay, find the value of each of the constant a, b, c. So right now they ask you to find about a, b, and c. A will be the amplitudes. So yeah, there's few things you can do to find the a, b, and c. First thing is how to find c first. C is actually they have a sort of formula is the maximum plus minimum divided by 2, if not mistaken. So this is something like 1 plus -5 over 2. Then you can straight away get the c value, which is -4, -2. So c is actually -2. So in order to find a, they have sort of formula as well, which is maximum minus minimum over 2. So which is 1 minus -5 divided by 2. So the amplitude will be 3. So a will be 3. So for bx, you kind of need to know what is the one period. So in this case, bx is always equals to 2 pi because this is a cost graph. And x will be your one cycle here. Or in mathematical term, we call it period. So in this case, your period, one cycle is 8 pi over 3. So b 8 pi over 3 equals to 2 pi. Pi and pi I will cut. So b will equals to 6 over 8, which is 3 over 4. Then b will equals to 3 over 4. Alright, you can just do like this. If of course you want to use the manual way, which is do not want to use any of this formula, so what you can do over here is, because from -5 to 1 here, your total has 6 units, right? You just divide half. You should know your new middle line is here. Normally I call it new x-axis. Your amplitude is from the middle line, move 3 unit, go up, and move 3 unit, come down. So the a value will be 3 here. Okay, so you can find a and c by using manual way without using the maximum and minimum thingy. Alright, so yeah, if possible, you I think for a and b, they will just give you 1 mark each. For b, they will give you 2 marks because b definitely you need some working here. Yeah, a and b you can actually see from it. Yup. So yeah, this is how you do these kind of questions. This is question number what? What is this question? Number 8, isn't it? Yup. Whatever I say is correct. I checked the marking scheme already. Okay, so let's move on for number 9 here. So variable x and y are such that you have an equation. Use a differentiation to find the approximate change in y. So approximate change in y over approximate change in x is equal to dy dx, right? So this is the formula you're going to use in this topic. So change in x is quite easy. Use a new x value minus old x value, which is h. So I know over here x value is 0.5. X stands for the original x value here, because I need to sum this one into my dy dx later. Yeah, but maybe you check the marking scheme, they will actually do a slash and x equals to 0.5. This is what number you need to sub in the dy dx here. Alright, now I have a change of x. I want to find a change in y here. So never mind. I will just do slowly. So here you kind of need to use the quotient rule. So quotient rule, this is u over v, isn't it? So copy the v first, differentiate the u, which is 3. Wow. Because u itself, you need to use the product rule. So either you want to do 2 quotient rule or 1 product rule and quotient rule. Yeah, either one is good. Okay, this question is interesting. Okay, I will just do slowly here. Okay, u equals to e3x sine x. V equals to x squared. So du dx, yeah, here is a product rule, right? E3x cos x plus 3e3x sine x. Okay, this is my du dx. V equals to x squared. dv dx is just 2x. Okay, now I can do my dy dx already. So change of y over h equals to dy dx. dy dx is v multiply this one du dx, which is I can factorize out the e3x. Okay, so it'll be cos x plus 3 sine x. Okay, so and then minus u multiply dv dx, which is 2x e3x sine x over v squared. It's a bit crazy, this kind of things here. But luckily we have calculator, so I don't care how crazy it is. I just keyed everything into my calculator here. And yeah, so because we have trigonometry here, so yeah, over here, what we want to do is the 0.5 is a radian because it doesn't tell me you 0.5 is a degree. So make sure you change your calculator in a radian. And the next thing is, yeah, submit the 0.5 into the whole equation here. So yeah, x squared and x power of 4 definitely I will just, can I cut? No, there's a minus there. Okay, but both I can factorize out 1x, right? So this one should be cubed. Then I can type less thing here. Okay, so okay, let's type everything. 0.5 multiply e 3 multiply 0.5 and then bracket cos 0.5 plus 3 sine 0.5. Okay. One more bracket, I believe. And then minus 2 e 3 multiply 0.5. I type slowly because I just want to avoid some typing mistakes, so that I need to retype everything again. Okay, so yeah, the minus whole thing is multiplied here, right? Yeah, no need bracket then. So over 0.5 power of 3. Still get a mistake because of this multiply. I don't know. Open bracket. Oh, this cos 0.5. I forget about close bracket here. Yeah, should be okay. So my change of y is equals to 7.14 h. Is that the correct answer? Please tell me is it correct. Yeah, it is correct. Nice. Why do you do it in radian? Because the question says 0.5, right? If degree in IGCSE standard, they will draw a degree sign for you. If you see a dot like this, then only you do degree, or else just do the radian. Okay, so yeah, make sure you type carefully, don't make any mistake here. So at the end of it, or you just need to multiply h. Yes, you just need to multiply h. You are right. Check the marking scheme. I don't check the marking scheme, but I check the final answer is 7.14 h. I don't see anything like you mentioned about what about 1000 over x squared. I think it's a different question. It's not this one. Okay, so yeah, please allow me to move on to the next one. Number 10. Can you repeat the last step? What's wrong with the last step? Okay, last step is basically, Okay, all of this thing I type in the calculator, they tell me is 7.14, and then I just move my h to the other side, becomes 7.14 multiply h, because they want to find the change of y, right? Because change of y actually equals to your dy dx multiply your change of x. This is the reason why after I get 7.14 for my dy dx, my change of x is just h, so I just multiply them, and then I'll just get the correct answer. Alright, so let's move on to number 10 here. So find an expression for G inverse. So yeah, we kind of need to do G inverse here. So depend how you want to do. Maybe I make this one is an x, and then the x I change it to the y. Then I can just make y the subject. So y equals to 1 over x minus 3. So G inverse x is equals to 1 over x minus 3. This one in your extended math as well, so I don't think you have any problem. And then they ask you to find the range of G inverse will equals to the domain of gx. So without doing anything, I know G inverse is bigger or equals to 0. Just copy your domain. So now they ask you to find the domains. Then what I want to do is I'm going to find the range first. So yeah, you should know this one is a reciprocal graph. So because 1 over x is easier for us to do, so I just find a range from the gx is easier. So 1 over x, basically your graph will look like this, and then definitely plus 3, the whole graph going to shift up a little bit to the 3 here. So this one will be like this. Since the question says x must be bigger than 1, so I will just substitute the 1 into my gx here. So my g1 equals to 3 plus 1, which is 4. So that means I will start drawing. This is like 1 here at 4, isn't it? So this graph I know it. So your whole graph is going to from 4 going downwards like this. So your range is basically, you can see your g should be low or equals to 4. Okay, so this one is your range here. So this one also is my domain. So the G inverse must be less or equals to 4. They ask about domain, so we don't use G inverse, we use x, sorry. So we can just copy it. And I hope I got correct. Yeah. Between 4 and 3, because this graph can never touch 3, isn't it? You will get very close to 3 only. This is the reciprocal graph, right? Yeah, because once you touch the 3, you will get a math error here. So it's between 3 and 4. Okay, let me just explain one more time. Okay, so plus 3 going to tell you your graph will go going like this, and then you will have something like this. Get very close to 3, but if you never touch 3. So what I'm doing here right now is I sub in the 1 into here. Okay, why I sub in the 1? Because they tell me domain is bigger or equals to 1. So I get the value 4. So therefore, my graph is between 3 and 4 only. My graph is only here. Okay, because this is what happens, because the domain 1 actually limit your range must start at 4 there. Okay, so yeah, this is the reason why they give you 2 marks. I would say this one is a bit hard. Okay, so is there anything you want to ask? Let's read some comments here. When do you x and y to write the domain and range? Yeah, you can go check out my domain and range video, but what I can tell you is, okay, let's say this is gx, this is g inverse x. Okay, so for domain, a and I is opposite, right? Domain and range. Okay, I give you some example here. So let's say for gx, the domain normally we will write x. Let's say I write x is bigger or equals to a. It will same with the range of g inverse. But g inverse you cannot write x anymore, because range you cannot write x anymore, so must be g inverse bigger or equals to a. Okay, then I go to the range of gx. So let's say the range of gx is g is less than b. Then it's same with the domain of G inverse, but domain you cannot write G, right? Or you cannot write G inverse, you need to write X is less than B. Okay, this is how you're going to use like each other. You're going to straight away copy the inequality and the number only, but you doesn't copy the X sign. Okay, I hope you get it. You still doesn't get it, you can go to check out my domain and function video in my channel. Alright, then they asked me to sketch. Is it related? Okay, not related. Right, so yeah, I kind of need to sketch this one. Blah 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 blah. Okay, I hate about sketching the long graph, but I do my best to sketch this one. So, okay, I want to find exit asymptotes first. So, I will make 3x minus 1 equals to 0 because this is how I get the exit asymptotes. So, x is equals to 1 over 3. So, exit asymptotes is 1 over 3. But the question tell me it must start at 2 over 3. So, it might need to start at 2 over 3. So, I kind of okay, so then I want to know what happened when x equal to 2 over 3 for my equation. Then I type if I do h2 over 3 here, so I get 2 ln 2 minus 1, which is 2 ln 1 is 0, so equal to 0. Okay, nice. That's mean 2 over 3 I will start at 0. So yeah, my graph is start from 0. And okay, just give you some idea. EX graph will look like this. This is EX, this is ln x. Okay, this is a pattern, and then they will do a reflection and the line y equals to x. Okay, this is just some basic idea, just in case some students do not know what I'm doing here. Okay, so I kind of have some something like this. Maybe I draw higher a little bit. Something like this. Okay. So now I need to draw the H inverse. So inverse will reflection at 2 over 3 as well. So this one will be my EX graph. So you will kind of get something like this. Yeah, and then they will do a reflection at the line y equals to x here. Y equals to x. Okay, so yeah, this is how to draw the EX and ln graph. I would say it's quite hard, but yeah, you have no choice. You kind of need to understand how to draw it. So yeah. Yeah, this is what you have. Anything you want to ask me? Okay. If you have this kind of calculator, maybe it can help a little bit. Yeah, I'm not sure, but since we have some time, let's test this out. So I find the H inverse equation first. Okay, x equals to 2 ln 3y minus 1. I want to make y the subject. X over 2 equals to 2 ln 3y minus 1. That's 2, I move already. So EX over 2 equals to 3y minus 1. This is just something extra. If you don't like, you can just ignore it, okay? EX over 2 plus 1 over 3. Okay, now I have H inverse. X equals to EX over 2 plus 1 over 3. Okay, what I want to do is I go into this calculator, I look for a table. And then I will insert my both equation. This is 2 ln 3x minus 1. And then I will insert second equation, which is a bit weird here, but I just insert it. So it will be exponent x over 2 plus 1 over 3. Okay, what I want to do over here is, I start at 2 over 3. And then n is any value, it doesn't matter. So maybe I put some bigger number. I don't know, maybe 20. Step, I just put 1, it doesn't matter. So what I want to do is I try to find, is there any intersection point between them or not? I mean, in this intersection, you can see both of them will have the same number here. But yeah, I think I couldn't find because yeah, the step here, maybe they intersect at the decimal, right? So step equals to 1, it doesn't help. It's fine. This method doesn't work because I have the graphical calculator. Graphical calculator can do that. But this Casio one just couldn't do that. So yeah, sorry. This method doesn't work. Let's move on to the next one. Question 11 here. Yeah, you can just sketch it. You can just sketch it. But I would say this kind of question, the challenging part is a lot of students do not know whether they intersect each other or not. Because like the standard logic, right? If EX and ln X, they will not intersect each other. You see, they doesn't intersect each other. The reflection at Y equals to X. But because the -1 thingy actually going to move my ln graph, somehow is 3x minus 1, I'm going to move my ln graph to my left hand side. So therefore, when this graph actually moving to the left hand side like this, then I need to guess, will they just touch or they will just intersect 2 points? So this is a bit challenging to actually guessing here. So yeah, because I do not know how far is actually moving each other, right? So, and then you can't solve the equation to find the intersection point. So this is the reason why I think this question is a little bit hard. So next time, if you want to guess, you always guess that intersect 2 points. So this is my advice. Yeah, unless you are very good in this graph. Definitely in A level, we do have the methods on how to sketch both of these graphs. But then it's going to take you a lot of time for the format over here. So yeah, so over here you just do some guessing work lah. So yeah, so have a look, question 11 here. Yeah, I'm thinking something. Zeros, horizontal asymptotes, It's fine. If I have new information, maybe I will make a separate video for it. Alright, so a container of a circular cylinder and then open at one end. So yeah, the top is open. So yeah, top doesn't have any surface area. So the volume is 1000. R and H is, can be varied. So the total outer surface area of the container have the minimum value. Find this value. So basically they ask about minimum value. Cylinder is pi r square h. So volume is 1000. So I will get pi r square h. So depend, you want to make h as a subject or r as a subject. Maybe I just make h as a subject. Pi r square. This one will be my first equation. But now I want to find the area. So the cylinder area supposedly is 2 pi r square plus 2 pi r h. But since it's open one, so therefore I only have 1 pi r square. Because 2 pi r square basically means you have 2 circles here. But since top is open, then only have 1 pi r square. So it's just pi r square plus 2 pi r h. And my h is 1000 over pi r square here. So my area formula I can easily form like by doing this one, cut and cut. So I have pi r square plus 2000 over r. Alright, since they asked me to find the minimum, so I kind of need to do dAdr equals to 0. So therefore 2 pi r minus 2000 over r squared equals 0. Yeah, you just differentiate this one carefully. So 2 pi r equals to 2000 over r squared. R cubed equals to 2000 over 2 pi. Does the question say about exact value? No, right? Yeah, no, I just use the calculator lah. So I want to find the cube root of 2000 over 2 pi. So the R is basically 6.8278. So you realize I write a lot of decimal because this is not the final answer I want. So because the question say they want to find the minimum value for the surface area, so I kind of need to plug in this value back into my A equation here, which is this one. So yeah, depend how accurate you want. If I want to very accurate, maybe I can just type pi multiply my answer square and then plus 2000 over my answer. So I try to use all the decimal here. So I will get about 439. Is 439 my final answer here? I hope so. Yep. That's at 439. So this is your so-called your minimum value. Let me repeat this question one more time. You have two information. First information they give you is about volume. So what you need to do is you need to use the volume equation to make one of it as a subject, either H or R. But since R has a square, so I don't recommend you to make R as a subject. So after that, you need to form another equation, which is area equation, which is a crucial one. Because this question, they ask you to find the minimum area. So you must know what is the area formula. Then you're going to sub your subject into your second equation, and then you differentiate it, make it equal to 0, because the question says 0 minimum, that's mean dy dx equals 0. Then you differentiate it, and then you got the r value, plug your r value back into your a equation, you solve it and get easy 8 mark here. Alright, question 12. Let me drink some tea first. Talks too much. Anything you want to ask me? Anything to look out for? I will try to answer that question when I finish the paper. Okay, so can you try the r squared as a subject? No, I don't want to try. Why you want to make your life harder? I think can. No, cannot. Because here doesn't have r squared. If this is 2 pi r square h, then I can just plug my r square into it without a square root. But this one is the r. So eventually you want to have some square root h and h. You kind of need to multiply. So no, don't make r square a subject. Okay, so let's have a look at question 12 here. So we had a particle P move in a straight line after passing through the fixed point t second after passing through the fixed point. Oh, this sentence tell you t equals to 0, s equals to 0. So its acceleration is a. So a equals to this one when t equals to this one. Velocity of p. When t equals to 0, p velocity is this one. So this information help you to find c. When you integrate yes. Okay, anyways. Okay, find the time at which p come to instantaneous rest. So basically when v equals to 0. So I don't have any v equation. So v equals to integrate a. Okay, a is just -6. So it's dt. So my v is -6t plus c. So this is the reason why I have this information. When v equals to 0, my t will just equals, when t equals to 0, my v is 18. So c is 18, right? So v equals to -6t plus 18. So right now, when my particle stop there, -6t plus 18, 6t equals to 18, t equals to 3. So this is the time when the particle stop. So find the distance travel by p in the third second. So in order to find distance travel, we need s. So it's integrate v. So in order to integrate v dt here, so this one will give me -3t squared plus 18t. It's already use c, so here I use d. So when s equals to 0, t equals to 0, then d will just equals to 0. If you do not believe me, you can just plug in all the 0 by yourself. Okay, so right now I want to find third second. Third second is not the same with the first 3 seconds. So third second means what? When t equals to 0 to t equals to 1, we call first second. So t equals to 2 here, we call second. When t equals to 3, this one we call third second. So third second is between t2 and t3. If you understand this logic, so what I want to do is I want I will get the distance. I'll get the distance by doing S3 minus S2. Okay, so yeah, I will sub into the equation. So negative 3, 9 plus 54, isn't it? Minus negative 3, 6. So not 6. What am I doing? It's 2 square, which is 4 plus 36. I might get some negative thing, then I will just like modulus it. Okay, so negative 27 plus 54. And then minus 12 become plus 12. Minus 36. Yeah, I will get 3 as my distance here. I hope my answer is correct. Is my answer correct here? Doesn't seem correct. Why is like much more difficult than mine? Yeah, 3 is correct. Because this paper have question 13. Oh my god. I assume the acceleration was the gradient of velocity. As the rate of velocity is acceleration, how to make it like y equals mx plus c? Can that works? For kinematics, you kind of need to memorize this one. Displacement, velocity, acceleration. If you want to go from displacement to velocity, you need to do ds dt in order to get a v. If you want to get acceleration, you will need to do the dv dt, differentiate the v. If you have a, you want to get v, you need to integrate a. If you have v, you want to get s, you need to integrate v. Yeah, just memorize this diagram, going to help you understand better rather than all the gradient thingy. Yeah, you can try to link there, but then it's not going to help much because yeah, I'm not going to do the gradient thingy in this topic. So if you don't understand, you can go check out YouTube. There's a lot of video about kinematics. Right, so okay, the sum of the first two terms of the GP is 10 and the third term is 9. Find out the common ratio in the first term. So okay, this one I can use the S2 equal to 10, but in this case I will not use this one because I do not know my R is bigger than 1 or R is less than 1. So because for S and for geometry progression, you have two types of formula. So over here, I want to make my life easier. I will just say AR plus AR squared equals to 10. This one, third term, which is T3 equals to 9, which is AR squared equals to 9. And now you realize I have the AR squared. I can just sub in my AR squared into there. But no. Because if I sub in, I also will get the A and R there. So I make A a subject, okay? 9 over R squared. So 9 over R squared multiply R plus 9 over R squared equals to 10. Simplify it. So 9 over R equals to 1. R equals to 9. Okay, that is easy. I don't know, I expect something harder a bit. So 9 over 9 squared, which is 1 over 81. 1 over 9, sorry, which is 1 over 9. Okay, I guess this is my answer, and do I have any square thing I kind of need to solve here? So am I make any carry mistake here? Sum of first two term of GP is 10, right? Oh, first two term is A plus AR lah. What am I doing? I sum the second and third term. So yeah, 9 over R squared plus 9 over R squared R equals to 10. Yeah, it's way too easy just now. Yeah, scare me. So 9 over R squared plus 9 over R equals to 10. Multiply R squared for the whole equation. So 9 plus 9R equals to 10R squared is a quadratic. So 10r squared minus 9r minus 9 equals to 0. So I will kind of factorize here. So I will do 5 2. Can I do 5 2? Then I will get 3 15 and 6. Yeah, can. So then I will get negative and positive. Okay, so r equals to 3 over 2 or r equals to negative 3 over 5. Yep, I got both answer. So a will equals to 9 negative 3 over 5 square. So a equals to 25, I believe. So a equals to 9 over 3 over 2 square. So a equals to 4. So you should have 2 answers for a and 2 answers for r. This is the reason why they give you the 5 mark here. Alright, then find the sum to infinity find the sum to infinity of the convergent progression. Okay, this is some keyword. It's an important keywords in progression. So this one might in your textbook. Basically, when I say convergent, your modulus of r must be between 1, or your r values must be between -1 and 1. Okay, if your r value is not in this range, they call divergent. Okay, you have 2 different words, but when you have the divergent, then the infinity, sum to infinity is not possible because you will get infinity value. So therefore, in this case, my r must be -3 over 5. Because -3 over 5 is just 9 within this range. If you do not believe me, you can just sub -3 over 5 into this here. Then this one is become 3 over 5, right? 3 over 5, is it less than 1? Yes, right? So therefore, we can only choose this combination. So this is my a and r. So sum to infinity equals to a over 1 minus r. A is 25. 1 minus r is 1 plus 3 over 5. So is use a calculator. 25 over 1 plus 3 over 5. So you get 125 over 8. Then we're done. This is, still have one more. So you just remember what is divergent. What is convergent and divergent. Alright, so in the arithmetic progression, u1 equals to -10, u4 equals to 14. Okay, find all of these plus together, sum of 100 to 200. Okay. I will use this one to find my a and d first. Okay, so a equals to -10. This one u4 is equals to a plus 3d equals to 14. So this is -10 plus 3d equals to 14. 3d equals to 24. d equals to 8. So right now I have a and d. So I want to find this one. So I will do sum of 200 minus sum of 99. Okay, so sum of 200, basically I will plus from 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus until 200. Sum of 99, I will do 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus until 99. So if I cut like this, I cut this one, so I actually get from the next term, which is 100 to 200. Okay, so I hope you get the idea. And then because some students might ask me, sir, why you don't do S99? This is the reason why. So just apply the formula. This is 200 over 2, 2a. Or I can just do, I don't want to do this one. Yeah, this one can work, but I have a formula for Sn, right? Which is n over 2a plus l. Yeah, I can just find all my term here, isn't it? So yeah, this one can work. Just now and this one both will give us the same answer. Let's do this. Yeah, actually both also works. Okay, this one total here, how many terms? For 100 and 200, there is 101 term. So this is 101. So this is 101 over 2. Then I assume this one as my first term. Then I want to find a plus 99d equals to what? Okay, so a equals to negative 10 plus 99, d equals to a. So 99 multiply 8 minus 10. So the first term is 782. 782. Plus the last term. Last term is a plus 199d. This is just a formula. If you do not know what I'm doing here, you need to refer back to the first page, which is the formula page. Okay, 199 times 8 minus 10 here. So this is 1582. This is 1582. L stands for the last term here, just in case some student wondering. Then plus 682. And then multiply 101 over 2. Is my answer correct? 119382. Okay, 119382, which is correct. Okay, just wondering if you prefer my first method, let's do it lah. Okay, S200 minus S99. Alright, this one is 200 over 2, 2a plus n minus 1 d minus n over 2, 2a plus n minus 1 d. Yeah, you just type the whole thing into the calculator. I hope it's correct. Minus 20 plus 199 times 8 minus 99 over 2 bracket negative 20 plus 98 times 8. Close the bracket. I think I forget one more bracket somewhere here. No. Oh, okay. Here doesn't have bracket. Here have one open bracket for inside. Extra bracket, isn't it? Yeah. 119382. So I still get the same answer. No matter which method you use, both will give you the same answer here. Okay, is there anything you want to ask me? Yeah, we have about 76 students here. Quite a lot. Why I don't get why is 101 term, because it's from 101 plus until 200. This is total will be 100 term. So but it doesn't start from 101. This one is start from 100. You just think like from 1 to 10, how many term you have? You have 10 term, right? But if I tell you 0 to 10, how many term you have? You have 11 term, right? Yeah, this one you kind of need to like understand how to get the 101. Um, 2019 paper 1, 2, May, June, question 7. What's wrong with that questions? Okay, let me see. Is the question worth me to discuss or not? Some question is just way too easy. Then I don't want to discuss. Yeah, I just checked the question 7. That one is a relative velocity. It's no longer in your syllabus. But if you want to learn those kind of questions for some extra knowledge, yeah, I have about 10 video about relative velocity. You just go to my YouTube channel and check it out. But relative velocity will no longer in your syllabus. So when you do the past year, you will see a lot of river case. Mean you how you want to steal your boat, yeah, and aeroplane one, how you going to steal your plane. All these questions considered relative velocity is no longer in your exam. Do you teach IGCSE? Do you teach UEC Senior 2? Actually, I just bought the UEC past year book, but all is in Mandarin. Of course, I can read Mandarin, but a lot of term I don't understand. There have a lot of term I kind of need to like understand. Like trigonometry, they call 三角函数. So when I read those Chinese words, yeah, it's a bit hard for me to digest. I heard UEC have the English version. Maybe I trying to Google it, see how to get the English version of UEC books. Yeah, because Chinese version is a bit tough for me. Can you teach probability distribution? I already have a lot of probability distribution video in my YouTube channel. You can go check it out. When is the next live section? I think I will do a next live section at next Tuesday. So is those bearing and wind speed relative velocity? Yep. It is relative velocity. So it's no longer in your syllabus. So you won't see that one in your IGCSE exam. Is kinematics? Yeah, kinematics is in your syllabus. You make sure you know how to do. Velocity vector, I think I do one question yesterday. No, on the Tuesday. You go check out my last live streaming video. I do teach you how to solve it. For SPM live, I will start on December. Because your exam is on 20th of January next year, right? So yeah, normally it's like 1 month before I will start the live streaming for SPM student. But right now I want to focus on my masterclass student. Yeah, I will discuss SPM try definitely. Tip to reduce silly mistake in the exam. Yeah, one of the important tips is trying to use the calculator lah. Sometimes don't trust your brain so much because I used to do myself without calculator. So sometimes I just keep on make the mistake at the calculation. Yeah, always double check your answer with the calculator. And type slowly, especially when you have the complicated differentiation, all these things, you want to insert the value in the calculator. Just see carefully whatever thing you type. Don't trust your finger so much. So you better see the display at the same time you type the calculator. And sleep more. Trust me, you not enough sleep, you're not going to do well in your MF papers. Yeah, so if you're planning to burn the midnight oil tonight, at least you force yourself to sleep 5 hours. So because when you are sleeping, your brain trying to help you to organize everything you study. So whenever tomorrow you trying to get some information from your brain, yeah, since they organize already, so you can get the information easily, or else you might feel panic or blank in your brain when you're trying to get some information. So yeah, sleep more. And last time my teacher told me must eat more vitamin C. It's going to help. This is what my teacher told me. Approximate change is not always at the radian, but what I can tell you is whenever you see the value, the x value or y value doesn't have the degree sign, it's radian. Like 5 degree, they must write a degree for you. If today they only write the 5, this one is a radian. If it's right 5 degree, then this one is a degree. So whenever you doesn't see this dot here, basically mean it is radian. And for this year exam, I think you must pay attention to exact value, because this year and last year they love exact value. So they will have a lot of exact value questions, I believe. And then they also love to ask you to explain why. Even though it's like 1 mark question, they will come out few questions about that. And then progression, I think it definitely come out because it's a new topic. Normally, teacher love to keep on coming out the new topics. And then please go to learn how to sketch the exponent graph, EX graph, and ln graph, because I see those questions in February and March and May, June this year. So I guess it will come out in October, November also. So make sure you know how to sketch the exponent graph and ln graph. And recently they also love to integrate something like 3 over 2x plus 1. Yeah, because this kind of question, you kind of will get something like 3 over 2 ln 2x plus 1. Yeah, plus c. So if you do not know how to integrate this kind of expression to get the ln x, you please go to check it out how to do the integration like this. So yeah, this kind of question I also like see few time in the February and March and May June this year. And the rest of the thing I think is a common questions. Yeah, I believe they love about what vector velocity. You still very blur how to get it, then you go check it out, and then you make sure you know the formula a plus vt, because this formula is not given, right? This one is for the vector velocity. So yeah, r is the position vector, a will be initial position vector, v is velocity, time will be t will be time. Yeah, so all these things make sure you know. I believe they definitely will come out. Hey sir, when Singapore paper? When is your Singapore exam again? You try to send me some paper. I hope I can do. Last year I did the Singapore paper. It's quite hard. Yeah, so if you have send me some paper with a marking scheme, so that I know I actually can do most of the questions. Bro, what paper you are doing? I'm doing May June 2020 paper 2. I asked you to do live on next Sunday and next Monday. The variant 2.2 and 2.3 is basically for different school, I believe. Like the proper international school, yeah, they will have the variant 2, and then some homeschool, or they will get variant 3. I don't know. I think it's for different type of school. Next Sunday and Monday should be okay, but I cannot promise yet. So yeah, you let me know again. When is the Singapore exam? So do we use the same formula to find the distance and length of a line? Yeah, this distance formula is always the same. But in kinematic or motion along the straight line, yeah, you want to find distance, you kind of need to use the S, the displacement formula. Yeah, distance and length is the same. Yeah, you can find me on Discord. Alright, so yeah, don't have relative velocity, but we have the velocity vector. It's not relative velocity. Can we revise exponent and ln graph? Yeah, actually I revised a little bit. Okay, but just do a quick one. Okay, so for EX, so Y equals to EX. Don't use Y because it come out in function topic. Fx equals to EX, Gx equals to ln x. So the graph itself, they were passing by at 1 here, and then this one also passing by at 1 here, and then there are actually reflection on the line y equals to x. Like what I say, this is EX, this one is ln x. Alright, but then of course in the exam they will not give you so straightforward. They will change the equation a little bit, so they might do something like 3EX plus 2. Okay, this is what happened. if they change the exponent graph. So plus 2, that means your new horizontal asymptotes will at 2 right now, because your graph can no longer touch 2. And then this is 3, that means when I do like this, I will passing by, I will add another 3, because at here x equals to 0, right, I will get 5 here. Okay, so for this one, if you have the exponent log graph, the log graph will passing by 5. Yeah, you will get something like this, and then pass by the 5 here, and then yeah, there will still reflection at the line y equals to x. Okay, but if the examiner want to make the question harder, then they can give you e power of negative x, and then they have negative e power of x, they can have negative e power of negative x. Yeah, but so far in IG, I don't see any negative at the power ask you to sketch graph. So even though it's 2x, right, the graph is still look like this, just is go a bit taller like this. So I don't know how to say, but then it's still the same pattern on the graph, so you don't need to worry. You just need to know what happens to the 2 here. So what I can tell you is, because the original one, yeah, so the original one is basically at 1 and 1 here. So if the graph itself is moving to the left hand side, like this, they're moving to the left hand side. Do you see they're actually moving this direction? Then you will always intersect at 2 points, because the exponent graph going to move down as well. They're going to move down like this. So eventually they will intersect 2 points always. So do you see that? So, but how do I know they will actually move to that direction? It's very depends on the equation. So let's say they have something like ex minus 3. So you can see the graph actually go downward, right? So the exponent graph going to move to the left. So eventually they will intersect at 2 different points. But if for the exponent, for the log graph, right, like gx, if they do something like log, like just now, 2x minus 2, if you see this value is negative, basically they're moving this direction. If you see this value is positive, then they will move it another direction for the log graph. And then normally, if I want to draw the log or ex graph, I need to find the asymptotes, horizontal for ex and vertical for log graph. So how to find the axis asymptotes? Like for log, we need to make it this one equal to 0. So like 3x plus 2 equals to 0, then x equals to negative 2 over 3. This one will be the horizontal asymptotes. That means my graph can never touch this one, negative 2 over 3. Then my graph will actually look like this. It will never touch this line. This line, we have the name we call horizontal asymptotes. Yeah, there's a lot of knowledge about ex and log graph here. So quite hard for me to like teach you everything about this, but I believe Google definitely have a lot of video teach you how to draw the ex and log x. So yeah, you can go check it out. Yeah, last time I also learned online myself. So anyways, because I need to go out for another appointment soon, so yeah, I think that's all for today live streaming. Let me see, is there any comment I want to reply before I leave? We cannot put plus c for the displacement. Yeah, for the integration part at the kinematic, right? If you already use a plus c, you kind of need to use a plus d, plus e, plus f. You cannot use back the plus c for 2 different equations, because the plus c you can only use 1 time. Is the graph log y again x squared for exponent graph? I don't get you. There's I think for sketch the graph one, normally they can give you reciprocal, which is the graph which is we just do just now. This one we call reciprocal graph. So for reciprocal, x is always power negative. Okay, it's something like 1 over x or can be 1 over x squared. Yeah, this one is a reciprocal graph you need to know. And then you need to know about quadratic graph, u or n. But quadratic graph, normally a function, they will give you specific range to cut from the minimum lah. So eventually you only have half of the quadratic. Okay, and then you need to know about straight line, definitely. I never see cubic graph in the function topic who ask you to draw. And then you have EX graph, you have ln graph. Okay, this is all the type of the graph you have. Okay, so yep, I guess that's all here. So yeah, all the best for your exam tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow after your exam already, what you can do is you see those questions haven't coming out at paper 1, you can focus. Normally those questions haven't coming out in paper 1, they will come out in paper 2. So you can just revise on those topics. So yeah, I guess that's all for today. So all the best and good luck for tomorrow. So yeah, just let me know whether you can do or not tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow maybe after I will post a message at the community tab there, ask you how do you do. Maybe you can let me know you can do it or not. Yeah, most welcome. I see a lot of thank you message. So yeah, that's all for today, and good luck and good night. Please go sleep early. Yeah, don't burn the midnight oil. Bye bye.